Hey guys, welcome again to TFBTV SHOT Show coverage of 2019. Here I am with George from Benelli. George, thanks a lot for coming out today.
Hey, thanks for having me, Miles. I'd like to tell you about our 828U Sport if you have a minute.
Please.
This is a new gun that we're launching this year. A couple years ago, we launched our 828U Field model, which has some really groundbreaking, innovative features, like our lock plate system that seals into the monoblock of the barrels and controls all the pressure from the cartridge, which virtually eliminates stress to the receiver, increasing the overall longevity of the gun. But for this year, we have our 828U Sport, which the big difference here is that we have a steel receiver that adds considerable weight to the gun. Sport shooters like that weight because it helps them smooth swing, it reduces a little bit of recoil, and just helps with the overall stability of the gun. So this steel receiver alone increases the weight to about 8 pounds, which is kind of the sweet spot for sporting shooters. We've also put some other features in this gun to make it a dedicated sporting gun, one of which that we're real proud of is this progressive balance system. So you can't see it, but hidden inside this stock there's a weighting system. And you can either remove weights or add weights to change the balance point forward or backwards on this gun. We've also changed the ergonomics from the field gun with a deeper pistol grip that has a palm swell. We raised the comb a little bit. And we've added an adjustable trigger. It's hard to tell on camera, I'm sure, but this trigger can be moved forward or backwards a couple of millimeters.
The entire trigger?
Yeah, the trigger shoe here, you can slide it back and forth because everybody's got different length digits. So it helps you get that gun fit just perfect because sports shooting, hitting 25 out of 25 or 50, whatever your passion is, you need a gun that fits you, right? And Benelli's 828U is that gun. It's fully adjustable for drop and cast. It's got the stability and features of a true high quality sporting gun. And we're really, really proud of it. We got the carbon fiber rib that's replaceable with a sight channel, traditional white bead front sight, extended chokes. Just a great all-around package. It's going to retail for about $4,300.
$4,300?
They're hitting stores this week, actually. You can get more details about it on BenelliUSA.com. So please check it out if you're in the market for a great sporting gun.
Outstanding. The rib, what is it interchangeable with? Other options from Benelli or different aftermarket accessories or what?
So it's going to be interchangeable with more options from Benelli. So we have, this is obviously a stepped rib that's quite wide and has a sight channel. We have a lower one, which is kind of not stepped, and we have a thinner one that is stepped. So there's 3 different options right out of the box. I'm not gonna lie, they're a little challenging to find, but we have them. Most dealers just don't stock them is the problem. But they can be ordered through any of our Benelli USA dealers. You can find a list of those on our website as well.
Outstanding. Thank you very much, George. I really
My pleasure,
appreciate it.
Miles. Thanks for having me.
Cool deal. So, hey guys, that was excellent about Benelli sporting. Right now we're going to transition into Benelli law enforcement in a second with some new advancements with the shotguns. All right, so we'll stay tuned. So see that in a second here. All right, guys, so here I'm with Jeff of Law Enforcement Sales at Benelli, and Jeff has some interesting updates on some of the Benelli line of Supernovas and M2s, and I'm going to hand it over. Jeff, thank you very much for coming on the show as well.
All right, hey, appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah.
Great to meet you. We'll run through our shotgun platforms here. Start with our base pump gun. I say base because this is where we get started. The Benelli Nova pump shotgun, 2 3/4, 3 and 3.5 inch chamber capabilities. What we found more, and what we get asked, why would we need a 3.5 inch chamber? We've had government agencies looking to defeat light drones. So the 3.5 inch chamber allows the loading of a duck or a goose load, a waterfowl load that's going to reach out at a greater distance to, in the event that it's needed, is to take out a light drone that might be being used, 1 for surveillance or 2 for purposes that are more dangerous.
Yeah, and counter UAV stuff is huge these days. It's just going to get bigger from here on out.
Absolutely, no question about it. Not just obvious situations abroad, but here in the U.S. for secure government facilities. That's the interest we've seen in the 3.5 inch chamber.
And that's crazy because the 3.5 inch chamber is originally a sporting purpose, but now it's becoming a tactical government LE purpose.
Yeah, for everyday use. I mean, typically what we see is a 2 3/4 inch buckshot round or a 2 3/4 inch slug round. But what the Nova Supernova has available is we've got a magazine cutoff button here on the fore end. So anywhere in your downstroke, by pushing that button, it activates the magazine cutoff, allows you to eject the round that's in the chamber and insert a different round. So that may be, for that purpose, is that 3.5-inch load, or to change from slug to buckshot, or vice versa, or even birdshot from that standpoint. But the Nova Supernova pump platform is the only one in the industry that does have that magazine cutoff in a pump gun. So another factor, of course, is ejecting the round in the chamber, and closing on an empty to store back in the rack in your vehicle.
And although there's some concern with the vehicles bouncing around, and you don't want that pump just loading down and like, oh, hey, the pump's down. All right, load it up. All right, now you just went condition 1.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Other pump guns will, even with the chamber open and the pump down, you're going to have a shell on the carrier, as you mentioned. So going up, closing that chamber, puts you into a situation where you've got a live round in the chamber. So.
Outstanding.